Usually I do these outside, but it's raining here in North Carolina today, but we're getting ready to go in to see Spider-Man No Way Home in IMAX. We will see you on the other side. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well out there. Normally I would do an out of the theater reaction outside, but today North Carolina it's a little rainy and cool out. It's not a very good day to shoot a video, so we're doing it from inside the car. We just walked out, got in a vehicle. We got to see Spider-Man No Way Home in IMAX in Cary, North Carolina at the Regal, and just gonna give you some quick thoughts about the film. Now, the Tom Holland trilogy of films in the Spider-Man universe, I like the films. They're good. I didn't love them. My Spider-Man's Tobey Maguire. I love that original trilogy, especially the first two films. The third film, there's some problems with, but I even enjoyed the third film. The Amazing Spider-Man films with Andrew Garfield, while I know Andrew Garfield, I like him as an actor, I never really gotten into those films. They're okay. I don't love them. They're just kind of there. I don't really go back and revisit them, although eventually I'll review them and I'll go back and watch them. Now, I liked Spider-Man Homecoming. I thought it was a good way to reboot. I thought Michael Keaton made a good villain. I didn't think it was the best film, but I thought it was pretty good. And then the second one, Far From Home, I enjoyed, but I didn't think it was the greatest thing either. I gotta say, walking out of the theater, this is definitely the strongest of the three Tom Holland Spider-Man films. Now, I will say, at the beginning of the film, it takes a little bit to get going, and I'm not going to spoil anything. We're not going to spoil anything. I'm just going to mention things that are in the trailer. I went in blind except for what was in the trailer, and in the trailer, they do give away some big moments, but I'm not going to talk about spoilers here. So if you're worried about spoilers, you don't got to worry about it here. I thought the film took a little bit long to get going. Definitely a lot of upfront stuff to get going, because I was excited to get to, as we all know from the trailers, Doc Ock showing up and the Green Goblin. That's not a spoiler, it's in the trailer. And when it does happen and we get to those moments, the movie kicks into high gear for sure and becomes a very entertaining, even especially towards the second half of the film, a dark superhero film, especially darker than the first two Tom Holland films. Marvel does this a lot, where things start to get dark and a little heavy and then they cut to a joke. They do that here, but once we get to the second half of the film and our villains are unleashed, they really go for broke, especially Willem Dafoe being back as the Green Goblin. He gives a great performance, just like he did in the first Raimi film, and he's off the chain here. I mean, they just let him go nuts, and it's delicious to take in. He's awesome in this film. Alfred Molina is great, coming back as Doc Ock. Tom Holland's great as Spider-Man. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. This is definitely the film where Tom Holland's Spider-Man goes from a boy into Spider-Man by the end of the film. He really does sacrifice some things in this film, especially at the end, which I felt that he didn't in the first two films. This one, he definitely takes that leap where we saw some of the struggles that Peter Parker had in the original Raimi trilogy, and we definitely get that here, and I really enjoyed that. But overall, I really enjoyed this film. I definitely think it's the strongest one in the Tom Holland trilogy by far. Once the movie gets going and we get into our main story here, it's fantastic. What did you think of it, Troy?
I loved it.
How many stars would you give it? Well, he's giving them 10, so they got 5 bonus stars. I usually do 10 out of 10s here. What else to like about it? We know Doctor Strange is in here. He's good, and he serves a purpose to the story, obviously, to help Peter out or to help him get out of trouble. And they do definitely set up some things. Stay after the credits, because there's 2 after credit scenes, and they're definitely worth staying for, especially if you're a fan of these films. I think this is definitely probably Marvel's best film post-Endgame, in my opinion. And I haven't seen them all, but I haven't really been interested in it. This one I was interested in because of the nature of it. Is there nostalgia bait here? Obviously, because we know they're bringing back some of our favorite characters from past films, and they definitely do that here, and they do it well. These characters aren't here just for a cameo. There's a purpose why they're here, and they pick up. The other thing I really liked about this film was the villains that are here from the other films pick up basically where we left off with them in the Raimi films, and I like that aspect of it. They didn't try to retcon anything. They still think they're in their own universe till they realize, and they're still fighting for the same things until they come to the realization that we're not in the same universe, and they have different goals. Then they all have the same goal eventually, but it takes them a little bit to get there. So yes, they're definitely here more than just cameos. They definitely get some stuff to do, and it's very well done. I got to give them credit here, and I really enjoyed the film. Now, my son just gave it a 10 out of 10, well, 10 out of 5 stars, so he doubled it up. Out of 10, I would give this a 9 out of 10. I think it's a really strong superhero film. It's not my favorite superhero film of all time, but it's a really strong superhero film. It was great seeing Willem Dafoe back and Alfred Molina, and it was just to see those guys in the roles they played years ago was just fantastic. Like, again, if I like the story, which I did here, except for I think it's a little slow to get going, you can give me nostalgia bait all day and I'll take it. But these characters serve a greater purpose than just showing up to remind us of our love for past films. They definitely have something to do, and I appreciated that. So yes, 9 out of 10 for Spider-Man No Way Home. Have you seen it yet? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, share this video. I really would appreciate that. I'll be back this week with a review for Lethal Weapon and It's a Wonderful Life, and maybe a spoiler review for this film. But until then, have a great rest of your weekend, and bye.